Hello everyone, how are you? If you're like me, you've been caught up all morning in the baby news and have now just only turned your attention to what's for dinner. So today I just was in my local IGA and as usual, just kind of looking at the meat. Don't discount your local IGA for really top meat offers. The meat I bought today for today's lunch, which is a cottage pie, is beef mince. And I'd be really interested, who here still actually makes shepherd's pie with lamb mince, or do you traditionally now do cottage mince because, well, mince is cheaper than lamb mince? Be interesting to know. But today at IGA, my mince, I got a beautiful 4-star lean beef mince, not on sale, just ordinary price for only $8.99 a kilo. So this big tray, 1.2 kilo tray, cost me just over $10. Actually $10.04. So don't discount your local IGA store for really good meat offerings. Even when they're not on sale, the price is still really good. So what I've done, I've just heated a non-stick frying pan, quite a large saucepan / frying pan, and into that I'm going to put my beef. So here we go. And I'd like to know who here already knows what they're cooking for dinner. Hello everyone joining us today. How are you all? Hello Lynette, Kerwin, Dick Boss, where are you from? I know that everyone down south's experiencing some really cold weather. I just heard from a friend of mine, Hobart, 14 degrees as we spoke 5 minutes ago. Melbourne this morning looked really frosty. So this is going to be an absolute cracker of a recipe. You know what, I'm just going to keep a tiny little bit for my beautiful cavoodle for dinner tonight aside. So we'll put that over there for him. And then we go into my frying pan. Let's get some heat going and we're going to brown our mince. So hi to everyone joining us. If you are asking yourself what is for dinner, hang 5. This recipe is going to take probably around about 8 minutes to assemble, but it is honestly a magnificent easy cottage pie. It is one of the tastiest, most well-balanced in terms of flavors, easiest cottage pies you will ever make. And there is a star ingredient that sits here on my board in front of you. That is what makes this cottage pie just delicious. So what I've done, I bought a cauliflower. I bought it on sale for $3.99. So nice to see after all the rain that the price of cauliflower has stabilized and it's more normal. So I bought an entire cauliflower and I just cut probably about 2/3 of it off and I put it into a saucepan of boiling water. I didn't even salt the water. I just boiled it up and I just drained it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to mash that. Now in lieu of mashed potato, on my cottage pie today, I'm using mashed cauliflower because at $3.99 a cauliflower, a big head, that's cheap. And that's one of the 5 vegetables I need to get into my beautiful boy's dinner this afternoon or this evening. So cauliflower topping, that's taken care of. Into my non-stick frying pan, I've got my 4-star lean beef mince. So essentially, the difference between cottage pie and shepherd's pie is just the ground red meat, isn't it? So the shepherd's pie, traditionally lamb mince. Cottage pie, and I think shepherd's pie originally, Irish, maybe Ireland, and then cottage pie English with the beef mince. So I would love to hear from you. Let me know if you actually make a shepherd's pie or cottage pie as well. My family absolutely love it. Hello, Carol McDonald from Sacramento in California. Oh my gosh, Carol, what's the temperature in Sacramento? I know obviously opposite seasons, so you're in your beautiful spring. Post a picture of your garden, or any of your flowers started, any of your blooms started to, or your flowers started to bloom. Anelia Brankovic, hello from Capel in WA. I'll have to Google where Capel is. Never heard of it, Amelia. Is it near Perth? Marjorie Metcalf, hello Marjorie from beautiful Flaxton. Oh, how's the autumnal leaves looking up there this morning? Karen Goodwin, hello from Victoria. Oh, hope you got your Ugg boots out, Karen, and your scarf, you might need them. Deanna Edginton, hello from Perth, WA, over there in the west. Faye Bishop, chicken satay for dinner tonight. Faye, do you do a cottage pie or a shepherd's pie? Lulu Bell, hello from Ireland. Lulu, come on, let us know. Is shepherd's pie, do you claim shepherd's pie as an Irish national dish? in my mind, I've always thought shepherd's pie originated in Ireland. I don't really know if that is true or not. Probably more likely New Zealand, because they probably have more sheep than Ireland. But anyway, yeah, shepherd's pie Irish, cottage pie English. And Lily, do you make a shepherd's pie? That's the interesting question. Graham Roberts, well, hello, Colleen from beautiful Mount Morgan. I like Mount Morgan so much, I named my eldest son Morgan, and he's just adorable. So Jenny Gilmore, hello from Christchurch in New Zealand. Beautiful Christchurch, Jen. I haven't been there for about 5 years. What was the temperature like there today? I bet it was chilly. Amanda Jane, hello from New South Wales. Debbie France, hello from Nowra. Oh, I love Nowra. It's so lovely. Beautiful part of the world. Jill Dillon, hello. Renee Perlick. And anyway, beautiful people, let me know, shepherd's pie or cottage pie. So for those of you that have just joined us, I'm doing a cottage pie. Okay, now I've got my beef, my 4-star lean mince that I bought 1.2 kilos for $10, so $8.99 a kilo at my local IGA here in Caloundra today. And I am just browning it in my non-stick pan. So I didn't use any oil, I didn't use any additives. There's enough beautiful natural oil and moisture in mince. You do not need to add additional oil to your pan. Remember, every time you add a tablespoon of oil to a dish, you are adding 127 calories. So if you don't need it, get out of the habit of using it. So that's my base. Now into that, because shepherd's pie is such a good veggie smuggler, I am going to grate these ingredients. I've got here a zucchini, so I'm going to grate in some zucchini. Zucchini too has a natural quantity of liquid water, probably what about at least 60% of a zucchini is liquid, so I'm just going to grate in about half of my zucchini. And as a mum of 3 beautiful boys, I'm very conscious of the food that I give them. I never make anything, be it a satay chicken that lovely Colleen is making for dinner, be it salmon rissoles. I put veggies, I smuggle veggies in everything. So look out, especially in my latest 4 ingredients kids book. If you haven't bought yourself a Mother's Day present yet, make sure you get your hands on a copy of my latest 4 ingredients updated edition kids, because in it, on every recipe, there's a little veggie smuggler. It's like a pea with a black bandito over his eyes, and he gives you the hints as to how to smuggle successfully more vegetables into every dish in that little book. So 4 ingredients kids. So I've got my zucchini. Of course, 99% of all Australian homes have a carrot and onion, frozen peas and corn. Whatever you've got, this dish is fantastic because it is the sauce that we use to bring it all together that hides the flavours of the veggies. So put in here, I've chopped into my cottage pie and my shepherd's pie, Brussels sprouts, parsnips, leftover herbs, all myriad of different vegetables over the years. So, and the kids don't really know. So get in as many veggies into this beautiful meat base of this cottage pie as you possibly can. So in goes my carrot. And you know what? The more colour in food, the more nutrients. You've heard me say it 1,000 times. So I look at this carrot and the bright orange, and I just think of all the big keratin that we are eating, putting it into any dish. And then what I want to do, just because I had just an onion, you know, we love onions, they just add flavour. So I've got a little bit of spring onion. Let's just chop it up as well and add it. Now this actual recipe, you know, for Jody, who just asked me where this book was, what book this was from, it's actually from a book called 4 Ingredients, More, Gluten-Free, Lactose-Free, and that's it there. So for all of you that have this little book, turn to page 125. So that's it there, shepherd's pie using lamb mince, and I'm going to use, I've got the exact dish, I've got everything, you know, that is used in this recipe for this one here. So this dish, this serves for a huge big piece, huge humongous big piece, loads of veggies in it, and it contains 250 calories. So if you are making this and then serving it with a side salad or some more steamed greens, it's a really good balanced, nutritious dinner that's quite light on calories. So 4 ingredients, more, gluten-free, lactose-free. So I've got my cauliflower that I've just boiled up and drained. That's going to be my topping in lieu of potato, sweet potato or potato. And that is as well what helps keep the calorie count of this dish down. So if you haven't ever boiled and mashed cauliflower, don't be afraid to start, especially at the moment when in IGA your cauliflower head was $3.99. This massive big cauliflower for $3.99. That's cheap. So, and it's one more of your 5 vegetables you're meant to eat on a daily basis. So I'm just quickly pausing, chopping up my spring onions to break up my mince and mix through those grated in veggies, grated zucchini and carrot. So let's just keep chopping a little bit more. We've got some onion, some spring onion. Now I just use spring onion because when I went to over the weekend, I bought a huge big bunch of spring onions for like $1.50. So of course, you know, I'm using them all through the week in my salads and in my veggies, and today as an additional vegetable in my cottage pie. So here we go. And this dish, I don't know, I make extra because I find cottage pie is nice on the day you make it, but it's like a good casserole. It's even nicer on day 2. So, you know, make extra. If you've got a husband that works or you're sending kids off to school and the weather's really cool, put it in their little thermos, heat it up. It's really nice on the second day as well. So I'm just going to add in my spring onion. So all I've done so far, browned off my mince, grated in my carrot and my zucchini, and chopped in my spring onion. There we go. Oh, whoopsies. I don't need that one. Okay, let's give it a stir. I'm going to season. You can see, I don't know if you can season my mince. I might just turn it up a tad more. Turn the heat up a little bit. My mince is starting to brown, which is great. I'm going to season it just with a little bit of cracked pepper. So cracked pepper. I'm not using any salt. And the reason I'm not using any salt is because generally when you make a cottage pie or a shepherd's pie, you make a gravy. And it is the gravy that is what brings all the meat and vegetables together. Now, it's an added element of complexity. And if you are like me, you're a busy parent, you're running around, you've got sporting activities. You know, my mum's retired, she's never been busy. If you're just busy and you get home at the end of the day, you want to alleviate the number of complex steps in your what's for dinner recipe. What I am using today to bring this mince and veggies together, you are going to love. Because it is a jar of Rosella, good old quintessential Aussie Rosella fruit chutney. And it is that beautiful balance of, fruit, veggies, the onions, the sultanas, the spices that make this the star ingredient in this recipe. So it is what I add to this mince here with the vegetables to bring it all together that makes the base of my cottage pie. So I don't know if any of you have ever done this. This is not a new recipe. I've had it in my repertoire for quite some time. But if you haven't, like this was on sale, and again, what made me think of making it, the actual big jar of Rosella chutney was on sale for $3.50 at IGA. So, you know, I just trial the aisles. I get my catalogue every Wednesday. I look at what's on sale, and that is usually how I menu plan what I'm doing for the week. Now, if you've got a little bit of leftover, don't worry about that, because, I mean, chutney is beautiful the next day. You know, some cheese and chutney on crackers, you know, use it on a salad and chicken wrap or on a sandwich. So chutney, you can just, if you don't use it all, put the lid back on, put it in your fridge. It has a multitude of uses once it is in your cupboard. I even put it in my rissoles sometimes just for added flavour. So be interested to know as well what you do. But the good thing about Rosella's fruit chutney, no artificial ingredients in it, 99.9% fat-free and gluten-free. It uses a maize thickening agent to thicken the ingredients that make up this yummy chutney. So all the fruits and the veggies and the spices are thickened by a maize thickener, not a wheat-based thickener. So, okay, here's our mince. I am just You can't see, but I have an audience over here. The minute you start cooking mince, I tell you, people are attracted to it because it's just a staple, isn't it, in the Australian homes. Everybody loves mince. Young kids love it. It's soft. Elderly people love it. It's soft. It's easy to digest. So there you go. Let me just show you. That's not too hot. That's my mince. So it's all browned, and I've got my 3 vegetables, okay? I have my zucchini, carrot, and my onions. So to that, I'm going to add some rosella chutney. So let me just see how I go. And yes, there we go. I'm going to add about 3/4 of the jar. I can see those beautiful chunks of onion coming out. I can see the sultanas as well. And this is the one ingredient that brings this lovely base to this cottage pie all together. So how easy is that, beautiful people? No more trying to make a gravy or guess the consistency of gravy box with water or making your own out of beef stock with flour or corn flour. Just grab your jar of rosella fruit chutney when next it is on sale for $3.50, and it does it all for you. A perfect balance of flavors to complement your cottage pie. And that's what we love. We love things that are simple, help us to make simple dishes for our families in the 4 ingredients kitchen. So let me just stir this, break up a little bit more mince, and then what I want to do, I just want to give it a little time for all of those flavors to meld together. So there we are. That's kind of nicely combined. And if you've got any questions, I know it's Mother Day just around the corner, hop online and ask us here. My beautiful office staff are standing by. If you haven't, ordered anything yet, or you got last minute gift ideas, remember we've got really good express freight options as well. Freighting books to nearly all of Australia for around $8 with an express post option. We also have gift vouchers as well that you might like. And if you are like us, excited about the news that Harry and Megan had a beautiful baby boy this morning, if you know anyone in your life with a baby, get your hands on a copy of Baby Bowl 2, just in time for Mother's Day. Babies, toddlers, kinder kids, fussy eaters, there is something in here for every single child and toddler, guaranteed. I actually made the porridge this morning out of Baby Bowl with grated pear and apple, and it was just beautiful, so lovely. So actually, Baby Bowl is a recipe book for people older than babies too. So, right, while my mince is just simmering, let's reduce the heat here. What I want to do is mash my cauliflower. So remember at the start I had said I'd just broken up my cauliflower that I'd bought a big head for $3.99, cut off 2/3 of it, broke it up, boiled it, drained it, and now I'm going to mash it. So let me know, have you ever mashed cauliflower? Aranga Pitu. Oh, hello. Hello, Tamara Ainsworth Dipple. Everyone's sharing. Addison McKenzie. Addison says, food is supposed to be healthy. Veggies don't work when you eat meat. Well, Addison, I don't know. I guess it's up to the individual. My Nana lived to 102 and she was a meat and 3 veg girl, so she did something right. Very simple eater, but it was just meat and veg her entire life. Bowl of porridge, a sandwich, and meat and 3 veg with a little dessert afterwards, and that's how she lived her life, very simply. But, it was a very long and healthy life, so I guess it's maybe what you add to it as well. JC Mann, gluten-free, that's nice, isn't it? Tian Linden out. Hello, how are you, Tian? Hope all's going well in Adelaide. Linda Pallet, hello, I haven't seen you for a while. Oh, Linda's commenting on vegans. Look, you know what, there's a place for everybody in this world, but I don't know, I just think whatever your dietary requirements, just spread kindness. That's the greatest ingredient in food, isn't it, and in life. Debbie Yeilmounts, hello to you. JC Mann, it's good for celiacs. Yes, it is. So Bev Early, that's hard. Don't worry. Just, I don't know. Everyone has their opinions. Everyone's entitled to them, and that's okay. I don't get upset by it. I just think spread kindness. Kindness is contagious, and when you give kindness, kindness will come back to you as well. So, Julie Ellis, my family makes shepherd's pie with leftover minced up silverside. Stop it. Silverside onions, tomato sauce topped with mashed potato. Wow, never tried it. How interesting. Donna Kent, shepherd's pie is made with lamb mince. Yes, it is. Traditionally lamb mince. Cottage pie, as I'm making today, is made with beef mince. Anna Hilton, hello to you. Dolly O'Brien, hello to you, darling, down the road in Caboolture. Hope you and your family are all well. Michelle Carriage, hello to you as well. Michelle Ferrugia, please place your camera so you look comfortable. Stop sitting down. Oh, I sit down because if I stand up, you won't see me at all. So there we go. It's just I'm filming it on my computer. So, all right, let's now mash our cauliflower. Here we are. So if you haven't ever mashed cauliflower, it's a lot less starchier than potatoes. So it's really easy. You also don't need lots of additional milk or cream or butter to get a really nice sort of smooth consistency. So all you need is basically softened cauliflower and you've got a really nice creamy mash. So you can see my mash is all coming together really nicely here. I use cauliflower, especially when it's cheap, in lots of things. I've used it as fried rice. I use it as a big bulky filler in my salmon rissoles. And today I'm using it as the topping for my shepherd's pie. So that's my cauliflower mashed. Easy as 1, 2, 3, 4, with no additives to it whatsoever. No cream, no butter, none of that. So, okay, beautiful people, into my casserole dish. Voila, that's my casserole dish. So the exact same one as it is in the book on page 125. Shepherd's pie, the same casserole dish. There you are. I am just pouring into that my meat. And yes, what book? You can order them online. My beautiful office manager standing by. Just ring the office, comment here, and we will be in touch with you, no problem at all. Plenty for everybody. So just spread your mince, your chutney and veggie infused mince over the base of your pie dish, and then get your mash, cauliflower, and then spread it over the top of your mince. Now just preheat your oven, and then you can, if you wanted to, you could grate some cheese on top of this. It'll just go a little bit more golden, but to be honest, the cauliflower will go a nice golden brown anyway when you bake it. So preheat your oven 180 degrees, and then bake this in your oven for around about 20 to 30 minutes, or until your cauliflower is a really nice golden color on top. And then, because food is first eaten with the eye, I'm going to just season it with a little bit of cracked pepper, and then use a fork to create a nice little downward pattern. So that's all of my cauliflower gone. So in this dish, I've now managed to inject 4 vegetables. So I just need one more as my side, but I'm going to just get my little fork, run it down the length of my cottage pie, just to give it a nice look. There we are, over here. Spread it out a little bit so it's a nice even. I'm not too worried that it's not exactly precise. That's okay. Season it with a little bit of cracked pepper, just for looks. And that is my beautiful cottage pie made with lean Forster beef mince, some vegetables, grate them, chop them in, bring it all together with some Rosella fruit chutney. Remember, it is no artificial colours or flavours, 99% fat-free and gluten-free, an iconic Aussie brand. And then topped it just with my mashed cauliflower. And now I'm just going to bake it. And when it comes out of the oven, I will take a picture of it and I will post it here so you get to see the end result. I will not let you sit through another 20 minutes of my torturous voice waiting for this to bake. So I'll do it now and then I will post a picture of it later. But thanks for joining me, everybody. Hope that's a really helpful little recipe for you all. For those of you that haven't actually ever made a cottage pie or a shepherd's pie before, hello to everyone. Shepherd's pie, Louise Anne, is made from leftover roast lamb traditionally. Cottage pie is made from mincemeat. How true you are. Annie Kaisler, chutney is fantastic in curries too. 100% love it. Beautiful. Christy Atley, love fruit chutney, put in everything including my butter chicken. Truly? Ooh, I'll have to try that. I like mango chutney on the side of my butter chicken. Lizzie Metahari, wow, that sounds yum. Never thought of doing that. How much do you add? I add, Lizzie, probably about, oh, excuse me, the pepper. Ooh. I added probably about 2/3 of my jar, and my jar is 525 grams. So there you go. But that's a really simple, easy cottage pie. So wherever you are, beautiful people, don't forget as well, oh, excuse me, our Mother's Day competition, all you super mums out there, or if you have a super mum or a super grandma or a super carer in your life, go online to our website, 4ingredients.com.au, where there is a really great competition at the moment. It expires on Friday. The winner will be announced on Saturday. And it is, thanks to our good friends at Better Home Living, a beautiful New York kettle and toaster, $250 electrical appliance voucher, and a copy of my latest book, 4 Ingredients Kids, and lots of other cookbooks as well that we're giving away. So that's for Mother's Day, which is this week. So no doubt I'll have some lovely little treats throughout the rest of the week as well, if you want to join me when you're around to cook for Mother's Day this weekend. But in the meantime, wherever you are, stay warm, stay kind, and if you can't be good, be careful. Bye, everyone.